Good morning, seventh graders. This is now take 6 for this video. So let's see if Joey and technology and everybody cooperates. So here we go. Week 6 video. What you're going to see when you look at the update is this is for May 4th through 8th. This under construction business will be gone, but this is the message you're going to see. So our virtual class, it's been going quite well with the discussion Schoology platform question and answer. Please make sure you watch this video. This is what's going to answer a lot of your questions because I walk through the video. What I would love for you guys to do is like the video if you watch it. So then I really can kind of keep track of kind of what's going on and all of that. But this week's lesson is created by Miss McElroy from Snoqualmie Middle School. So as far as my support time, I can absolutely message anytime throughout the week, but the Q&A class time, that's this on the spot. I'll be available. So for your weekly assignment, you'll notice under the update, you have one, and it's going to be this Newton's second law weight investigation. Here's specific for your details. I'll read them to you out loud to help you along with this video, but you have to locate it in the online learning folder and then skim the entire assignment before working through the directions. Watch the 3 videos. Those tools are going to assist with your actual coming up with your own investigation. And then after you've found the assignment, watch the video links. Step 3 is your graded part of the assignment. You're going to conduct your own investigation. So let's look more specifically at that assignment. When you go into the Schoology folder, under your updates, in materials, you're going to see the color-coded system that the district has kind of recommended that we put together. Online Learning red folder is what you're going to want to go into for the lessons. So I've added, just as a tip, distance learning docs and school and technology tricks. Some of you are stating that you're having trouble uploading assignments. In here, student submissions. In here, I've started just a random technology question type thing, distance learning grading scale. So this changes a bit if I'm using a rubric. Of course, like this week, we're using a rubric. So this is for a 10-point scale. The rubric is embedded. It's with Schoology, so it'll be a little bit different. But anyway, there's this resource for you. However, going to our lesson, online learning, there's the pink folder. You're going to follow the little path of the red folder, fuchsia, whatever it's looking like to you. And then week 6 will then be the active color. Week 5 will become yellow once this goes live on Monday. Inside our week 6 folder, you're going to see a couple different things. The optional resources, this is simply 2 documents from 6th grade and 7th grade. We've got the lab planning guide and the controlled investigation format. The lab planning guide was very guided. How does, talk about your manipulated variable, affect the responding variable? These resources are going to help you if you do not remember how to do an investigation. This document should look very familiar to you. This you had a copy of last year, 6th grade, and you've also used it this year, 7th grade. It will help you set up each of the 9 steps of the scientific investigation. Don't worry about discussion results. It has great questions, but I'm not going to enforce that with you as distance learners. You will stop your investigation at conclusion. I'm okay with that. So, with that being said, let's look at the actual assignment, all right? This is linked up to your Skyward gradebook. So after I grade this, it will go into Skyward. So with your Newton's Law weight investigation, when you click on it, this is what you're going to see. Basically this phenomena that we're dealing with, all right? And your learning target is that you're able to apply Newton's second law. So the video links she was referring to are these three. There's a Khan Academy, a WISC, and then a Macmillan Space Center. To be honest, the Khan Academy goes into much, much more detail. Absolutely watch it. Take notes with what you can. However, this WISC online will repeat the information, of course, which is great for you guys to hear it twice. However, it is a little more simplified. So I would focus your energies on the WISC, but absolutely listen to the Khan Academy. You guys can handle it. You get it. The Macmillan Space Center has some great resources where you can actually see Newton's second law in a demo. All right, it's pretty exciting. It's kind of cool. All right, then for conducting the investigation, here's your graded part. All right, after you utilize those resources, then you're going to gather your materials. For this investigation, basically what you're going to be doing is coming up with 3 different weights, different household items. Come up with your own, be creative, all right? If you steal from YouTube, guess what? I've got access to the same YouTubes, so I can see what you stole. So be creative, come up with your own, all right? Identify your variables. Go back, use those resources if you don't remember the 3 variables. But I need your MVs, your manipulated variable. Those are going to be 3 different conditions. What we're looking at for the conditions and how they change, it's going to be different weights. Your responding variable, remember that's what you're going to be measuring. This is your data part that you're going to be collecting. Controlled variables, what do you need to keep the same to make sure that the guy in Texas could repeat this lab, right? All right, then after you record your variables, you're going to come up with an investigation question. What are you investigating? How does the, and then remember what you're dealing with the second law of Newton's. So then your hypotheses, make sure you do the hypotheses, materials, draw your investigational setup, and write your procedure as all your pre-lab. Then you're going to conduct the lab. Run 3 trials for this. This document guides you through what you need to include. However, you can do this under any format. You could create your own Word document, do this in Google, doesn't matter. You're just going to be submitting it through Schoology. Make sure you create a graph of your data and then write yourself a conclusion. There is a rubric that's attached with our assignment this week. So you will see that you're being graded 12 points coming from completion of the lab, the data communication, and your final analysis. Okay, 7th graders, so I think you're equipped to go ahead and do the lesson. Utilize those links to help you learn more about Newton's second law, and then apply it on your own with an investigation. I do encourage you to like this video so I know who's watching it. And then also, when you resubmit an assignment, remember there's no late assignments with distance learning, so please just turn them in. If I make comments though, if you see a 0, it's because I've made a comment that you haven't followed the directions. I don't know if you know the information well enough where I can give you credit for it. So when you resubmit, will you please just send me a message through Schoology? And then that way I'll know to go back in and look at it. I don't get a notice every time you resubmit something. So flag me through a message. Hey, Miss Kinsella, I went ahead and I resubmitted the CER for the sports, or resubmitted the CER for the bobsled. And then I'll go back through and change your grade. Any questions, absolutely communicate through Schoology messages. You guys are doing awesome. If you're giving me some cryptid message, like a couple I got this week, I'll try and nicely say, huh? And then I'll have you clarify your question, and then I'll get right back with you. So that's all we got. Talk with you soon. Bye.